Hi, Brian Holler here. Want to share with you a little bit of Bible Kibble, and it centers around the time of Passover in Jerusalem at the temple. Josephus tells us the Passover is a celebration of the Israelites being freed from Egypt. It's called the Exodus, and it is initiated by the slaughter of a lamb back in Exodus. And so the celebration of Passover is done by the slaughter of lambs. And by the time of Jesus, that was done in the temple in Jerusalem. Josephus tells us that at Passover, roughly 250,000 lambs were slaughtered for that celebration. Now, that would have caused an incredible amount of blood. And oftentimes people say, well, how could that have possibly been clean? Well, when the temple was built, they designed into the temple drainage system. And so there was two drain holes that was near the altar that were designed to drain the blood directly from the temple courtyard out into the Kidron Valley. The interesting point is that on Passover, they would plug those drain holes, and so that all of the blood from the lambs would pool in the temple courtyard, causing the priests to walk around ankle deep in blood. That was supposed to bring a lot of imagery to mind, one of which harkens back to Abraham's covenant with God in Genesis and the walking through a blood path. But what I want to point out is that at the end of Passover, they would unplug those drain holes and they would flush the courtyard with water to cleanse it, and the water and the blood rushing through those drain holes would come out into the Kidron Valley. That was a signal to everyone in Jerusalem, everyone who saw it, that the sacrifices were done. It was finished. It was complete, and the sacrifices were done. That happened at roughly 3 o'clock when sacrifices were finished. On that day, roughly 32 AD, Jesus was being crucified. He was crucified on Passover, and at 3 o'clock, he cried out his last words, "It is finished." To ensure he was dead, a Roman centurion took a spear and ran it into his side. Blood and water came out of Jesus' side. Anyone seeing that would have recognized, would have seen, would have known the sacrifice was finished. It was done. It was complete. Stay safe, stay healthy, read your Bibles.